Hello, it's Link95, and we're finally back playing something different. This time we're playing Ristar for the Sega Genesis. One of my favorite Genesis games. And I'm gonna go through why I like this game as we play. Starting on Plant Flora, which is the obvious normal grass level that the game starts with. Ristar has two abilities, jumping and grabbing onto enemies. With this grabbing you can do separate things like walking on walls, attacking enemies. While you grab them, then you bash your face into them. Epic headbanging. And there's also a way to climb up walls if you do it like this. When you do it like that, you can collect, you can find hidden items, like, usually consist of points or health, like you can see those stars. Like I said, Ristar is one of my favorite Genesis games of all time, and, Ristar was actually the original concept for Sonic the Hedgehog. When they first made Sonic, and they were going to have a character with long stretchy arms that would connect things, that character was actually a bunny. Actually the very same bunny that we fought off earlier. So this was the original concept for Sonic the Hedgehog. There we go. And I'm kind of sad that they, and not that they decided to change the Sonic thing, but I'm kind of sad that they never actually made another Ristar game, as far as I know. Also, the game is separated into 7 worlds, I think it is. With the exception of the last world, which is just the final boss battle. The game is, there are 3 levels, or 2 levels and a boss level at the end. Also, in every level, there's a hidden item that will give you, or a hidden, I'm not even sure what I'm going to call it. Hidden pole, let's just say that for now. Actually, let's climb this wall this hard way. Or just catch onto the pole. There's a hidden pole that you swing from, which will bring you to a hidden bonus level. One thing that's annoying with the controls of this game is that usually there's no real way of swinging yourself off enemies. You always have to bash into them to get forward momentum. About all the hidden secrets I mentioned earlier, I'm not gonna get all of them because I don't know where a majority of them are. That was fail. I'm just gonna get those I know about, which is very few. Also, I really love how this game looks. It's that Genesis kind of looking. What just hit me? Oh. It's very Genesis-like looking. This was late in the Genesis lifespan and it really showcased what the game could look like. What Genesis game looked like. I can't talk to it. Could look like. Is this supposed to be a secret up here? Okay. And actually, this is the hidden secret I was talking about. The game swings this automatically. Normally, you have to reel up your spin by yourself. But this really showcases what the Genesis really could do. There's something about the color palette that I also really like. Most early Genesis games look horrible. Like the original Strider, or not the original Strider, was the arcade port. I don't like Strider. Not the first one, I like the PS2 game, but now we're going off topic. That's one thing that always fascinates me about consoles, like always looking at the first game that was for the console and then looking for any later games. Also, this is a mini-boss. Most levels, or most world has one mini-boss. This thing you just have to hit 3 times and he explodes into hoodlums or world of goo balls or something. Also, one thing I like doing this game is just swinging around ledges like this, just screwing around. There's probably a secret up here. Wow, I failed that. The touch of detail in this game is very nice, especially when looking at the background, because as you can see in the background, the water's animated, you can see birds flying and such. Also, every level ends with these kinds of swinging balls. The higher you get, the more points you get. But the game is very inconsistent about how far it actually wants to scroll its screen. Also the height bonus stuff. Next area, the Dark Woods. Oh yeah, they said that like one dick enemy. This one. That will always just jump at you if you're not prepared. Also really like one of the little things that's happened to this game, but very nice little attention to detail. And I don't think I remember where the secret for this level is. And one thing I also really like about this game is the music. I actually think in World 5 there actually was a track in World 5 that was remixed and uses the Alaska daytime stage music for Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, this was another one of those attention details that I really liked, that I mentioned earlier. How you can just knock over the tree, though it's kind of lazy how it just cuts off over here. Also really like... I just really love how visually flared this game is. I mentioned it before, but just everything about how this game presentation-wise looks, I really like. Not sure what to say now. We run out of commentary this early, that's kind of bad. Also these enemies, so these little, I'm gonna call them greedy blobs, they probably have a name. But these guys are kind of impressive how they can actually throw stuff at you later on without even using any hands or something like that. Pretty much the Goombas of this game. Granted, not as awesome as Goombas because these guys can't play baseball. Okay, I just heard a weird sound effect I never heard before. Just gonna ignore that. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've already skipped out in the secret in this level. Oh yeah, the swinging in this, while swinging you're invincible, it can actually damage enemies, and while shining when flying you actually damage enemies. Oh yeah, this grey one is full health. Also you can see the mini-boss. I think it's the mini-boss in the background right now. One thing I don't like about this game is that it feels like there's a very short delay when it comes to grabbing stuff and such. Also, you can now see that the guy in the background is trying to attack us. Throwing his... I'm gonna guess they're corrupted or strawberries gone bad. That's the only thing I can really think of. Oh yeah, another thing, if I just could get room to do it. Ristar has different idling animation for different levels. And like if you just let him stand still with Jewel in this tiny little animation. And that completely failed. Swoosh into the right. And time for this game's boss. Riho is coming. And most enemy bosses in this game, enemy bosses, always have like Eho or something, an age or weirdly spelled in this game. Also this little short music track that goes now, this 17-second loop, I really like for some reason. I like it more than the actual boss theme. And now we have that elder guy from the beginning of the game, or demo. But he isn't the evil one, it's that flying space monkey that you also saw in the intro, or flying alien space monkey. It is possible to grab him from down here, I've done it multiple times before. You know, like that. But there's no real way of actually damaging him properly. Also, since this is the first boss, it's usually very easy, but... What, you're supposed to descend when he sends all those... Yeah, those. After you. Probably because... Did I knock him up again? Oh, what? I was going to hit him in the face. Was not expecting him to just go down that easily. Also, I love his beard and his moustache. Like, I'm evil now, I have pointy beard. Also, every enemy goes from green to red, depending on how much health they have left. Not every enemy, every boss do that. And the evil hoodlum drops. And we save this planet, or this very tiny part of this planet. But oh well, let's do this, use this pole and fling ourselves into space! Oh god, I did not breathe in long enough to do that properly. Excellent! Oh. Yeah, depending on how many points you get in the world, that text will be different. Hello! I love that little voice clip there. Also love how the stars scroll when you're moving around.